I was talking to an IB drug user, and we were talking about stuff, and I used to snort whiskey to hit the bloodstream faster. And I was telling him that, and he goes, "That's really fucked up. I would never do that." This is an IB drug user, and I was like, "You used to shoot dope in your fucking arms." I was like, "Yeah, but that's really fucked up. I'd never do that." And that was like my aha moment. Was like, I am really bad. Hi, my name is Chance Schilling. I'm 39 years old, and I live in Omaha, Nebraska. I knew Callyn in her prior career. I had watched her progression through social media, shifting into the role she is now as a dietitian, just seeing that overall transformation. It was one of those inspiring things to me that she was able to do that for herself. And it's like, if she can do it, I can do it. There was a lot of things in my life that wasn't going right. I had gotten out of rehab for alcoholism, and I needed something to fill that void in my life. The time I would have been drinking, I needed to do something, and I was tired of being lazy. I was tired of being fat. I was tired of not being the best version for everybody else around me. My mind was like, you can't be an alcoholic. Like, look at how successful you were. Like, everything was roses. Like, you can have a drink. And I stopped at the liquor store, picked up a bottle of Jim Beam Black. And 3 days later, I was waking up in my old bedroom at my parents' house. And Mom and Dad set me down at the kitchen table and said, "You're going to rehab. We found you a place in North Carolina. You're going for 90 days. Like, and that's when that was my aha moment at day 60, was like, I have a problem, and I've got to start dealing with this, or I'm going to end up dead. I am not going to let someone dictate to me or tell me what I should or shouldn't eat, or tell me that one won't hurt. One does hurt. As a recovering alcoholic, people have told me one beer is not going to hurt. One beer can kill me. And I refuse to let someone dictate how I'm going to feel the next day. And everybody is different. You know, you get online or whatever you're looking at, and everyone's giving you advice like they know you on a personal level. Well, just because someone can eat chicken and rice doesn't mean you're able to eat chicken and rice. Your body may be sensitive to things, and so it's not a one-size approach. In every place I went online, it was telling me something different, and it was just extremely frustrating. I needed a person in my corner that knew exactly what I needed and could just give me a simple program to follow that I didn't have to think about. People probably mean well. Callyn truly had the best interests at heart. The biggest difference I noticed with proper nutrition in my recovery and performance is I can fire on all cylinders when my nutrition is on point. So some of the biggest hacks I've learned along the way is get yourself an air fryer. Like, that thing is golden. And for someone like myself who's always on the go, like, I can throw in a meal in the air fryer and I can have it in 10 minutes or less. It doesn't have to be complicated. I've watched social media people make out meal prep to be this extravagant, long process. It's not. You can do it in 10 minutes or less and just prep your food for the next day while you're eating supper that night. And it is super simple, and you don't ever have to overthink it or make it complicated. For me, meal prep's super simple. It's usually a steak, and I do eat a lot of steak, about 3 a day. Just throw on some seasoning, put it in the air fryer, super simple. Get it started up. I usually go about 360. This one's a thicker cut steak. Thinner cut steaks, adjust your time accordingly. I always like my steaks medium to medium rare, and if you have leftovers, it heats up better, and it just tastes so much better than if you overcook it initially. You don't know what you don't know, and Callyn teaches you about your body, gives you the knowledge to go out and take the foods, take the nutrition so you can go out and kick ass on a daily basis. My overall goal in health and wellness started out just to be the best version of myself, and then as I started to reach certain goals, it was like I can do more. And Callyn pushed me to do more and to challenge myself into new aspects in not only the weight room, but in my eating habits, my personal life. It was just, once one thing starts clicking, everything else seems easier and everything else falls into life. The short-term goals lead to the long-term goals, and it's just a building process. My long-term goals is to compete again in a bodybuilding competition at some point in 2 to 3 years, and even longer term is to remain a healthy, functioning adult that I can go and enjoy doing the things I do today when I'm 60, 70, 80 years old. The 3 words I would use to describe working with Callyn has been enlightening, motivating, and just pure awesomeness. I look forward to our phone calls every 2 weeks because I get to show her my progress, we check in, and we talk more about life than anything else. And she has been a friend, a confidant, and someone that I know I can trust and tell her this is where I'm at in life. And we get through it and we move on. It's always a mental thing. No matter what we do in life, it's always going to be scary, and it's going to make you uncomfortable. And you have to understand that uncomfortability is because you're growing as a person. And if you're not uncomfortable, you're not growing. Callyn would give me something or tell me to do something that I'd never done before, and it was scary. And she believed in me, and so I was like, I can do this once. Then after I did it once, it's like, oh, I can do that again, and until that it became comfortable. I'd much rather be sore from a workout than sore from being hungover, vomiting, all that other shit that came with alcoholism. This is a whole different kind of sore, and the pain just reminds me that I'm alive. I see new people coming to the gym. I remember what it's like to be them, and the amount of courage it takes to come in as a new person. I just want to continue down this path so I don't have to be that new person again. The old version of myself would kill me in just a couple weeks. I don't want to die an alcoholic. I want to be here to set an example for someone who's still struggling. I think everyone's got a little superhero in them, and it's figuring out what that is in each of us and how to bring it out to help someone, because we've all been through something that can help the next person, because none of us are alone. No matter what it is, someone else has been through it, they made it out, and you can make it out to help the next person. And to me, that's what the superhero effect is just being there to help the next person.